Good morning everyone. Welcome to Gyan Jyoti online classes. Today we read about or we discuss about your class 8 science chapter number 18. This is the part 2 of your chapter, that is the air and water pollution. Before this video we have discussing the previous video of this chapter. That in that video we discuss about how what do you mean by air and what are the property of the air. Along with we discuss also about the what are the composition of the air and how air become polluted, what are their agents. So we discuss all the cause of the air pollution. So now in this today's video lessons we discuss about the what reservation of air pollution, how we reduce the amount of air pollution, okay, how we preserve from this air pollution, okay, how we preserve our environment and ourselves from the disaster of this air pollution, okay. So first thing that friend, by the combustion of various fuels, okay, combustion means the burning of fuels, that may be any wood and petroleum or anything. So by the combustion of these fuels, the release of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, in these type of various poisonous gas are emitted inside our atmosphere. So we have to use the smokeless energy sources. Okay, what is your smokeless energy source, like LPG. What do you mean by LPG? That liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, liquefied petroleum gas. So LPG. So nowadays our government also launched a program or launched a scheme, that is called the Ujjwala scheme. Okay, so in the Ujjwala scheme, the various many poor peoples, they those who are not any good fuel, that is they always use the fuels like coal and wood, and they pollute our atmosphere in a huge amount. So government provide them the safe fuel, that is your LPG. Okay, and LPG is smokeless energy or smokeless. But by the burning of LPG, no smoke will be evolved. Okay, so as a result, our atmosphere also be safe from the smoke or from the pollutant gases. Okay. Next, efficient internal combustion engine for complete combustion of fuel should be used. Okay, so engine should be that your efficient engine should be used for complete combustion. What do you mean by it? Student, by the incomplete combustion of any fuels, it releases carbon monoxide, that is more harmful as compared to carbon dioxide. Okay, as compared to these two ones, carbon monoxide is more harmful. Okay, so you know that how carbon monoxide is emitted by the incomplete combustion of any fuel. So our various vehicle engines, they become damaged after a long time uses. So the engine of these vehicles are not capable to make a complete combustion of the fuel. So this type of engines should be removed and new engines and good quality of engines are should be installed for the complete combustion of the fuels. Okay. Next, we should not burn dried leaf, branches or tree, paper and garbage in an open. Okay. Avoid open burning of garbages. First, the number of garbage that are evolved in our office or home, we burn them in such a open place. So by the burning of this garbage, or that may be paper, polythene, plastic, bottles, all they release a huge amount of smoke inside the atmosphere. As a result of that, our air become polluted in a high amount. So we do not have to burn this type of garbage in an open place. If there are many processing should be done about this garbage, so we do not have to burn this garbage with the waste paper or waste book, okay, or the leaves of the branches in such a open place. Okay, next, pesticides like DDT should not be used. Okay, DDT should be banned. Okay, many countries in our world, they also already ban this product DDT. Okay, so DDT is a what? DDT is a pesticides. You already know about the pesticide. In the chapter of your crop production and management, you have learned about the pesticides. So pesticides are the chemicals which are used to kill the various pests. Okay, so DDT also they are sprayed in various forms to control the impact of the various pests. So DDT should be banned. This DDT will more highly pollute our environment or pollute our atmosphere. Okay, the next thing is that more and more trees should be planted. More and more trees should be planted. We should have to plant a numbers of trees in our environment or in our society. As a result of that, plant reduce the atmospheric carbon dioxide and convert it into the your oxygen and give us to a fresh air. Okay, so these are the such steps that we should be taken to control the air pollution or to prevent the air pollution. Okay, student, now we discuss about the water pollution. Okay, so just like here we are having also air and water pollution. We have already discussed about this portion, that is the air pollution. Now discuss about water pollution. Okay. So water provides natural habitat and ecosystem for our plant and animals. It covers 71% of the earth's surface and make up 60% of our body. Okay. So our another name of our that is blue planet. Why are called as blue planet? Because the maximum area are covered by the that is the water. So about the 71% of our whole earth is covered by the water, and normally due to the refraction of the sky so it is seem just like a blue color. So when we see our earth in certain other planet or at the space, then it look like a blue due to the presence of a huge amount of water. Okay, and this water also main cause for the existence of life in our earth. So it play a very important role in the life. Okay, so and also about the 65% of water that comprise the human body. About our bodies, 65% is composed of water. Okay, तो हमारा बॉडी का जितना भी हिस्सा है उसमें 65% कौन क्या है उसमें वाटर. So by observing these two factors, we must be clear that the water is very essential for us and a pure water is very essential for us. Okay, so student, we know that what about 71% a place, but 71% of whole earth is space occupied by the water. So we don't have to scared about the water. There is plenty and plenty much amount of water are present in our earth. So why we think about this water? Okay, and how this huge much area become polluted by small numbers of human beings. Okay, so student, as also the definition of the air pollution is similar, that whenever some harmful impurities are present inside the water, then we say that the water become polluted. So in this field also, various what impurities, when these impurities are added with the water, then water become polluted. Okay, student. So how water become polluted? Whenever some harmful impurities are added inside the water by various activities, so then the water become polluted. And whenever we consume this polluted water, then we suffer from various diseases. Okay, so let's discuss about the water, the classification of presence of water inside our. Okay, so about this 71% of space that is occupied by the water inside our earth. Okay, so about 97% of this whole water, if you consume the whole water present inside our earth, that is 70%. If that you consume that, it is 100%. Then about out of this 100%, 97% of water is present in various sea and ocean. Okay, and all are the salty water, or maybe called the saline water. They are not suitable for the human use. So we can imagine that the huge out of the whole water, the maximum percent of water are not suitable to use for the human being. Say not used for the agriculture and not used for the your human consumption also. Okay. So next, the remaining 3% is fresh water. Okay, so remaining, that is 3%, is called as the fresh water. Okay, so out of these 3% of fresh water, how much we get, that discussed. Okay, so major portion 79% of fresh water is frozen in glacier and ice. So out of these 3%, if we get this is also 100%, then out of this 100%, about what 79% of fresh water is kept inside various glacier and ice cap. Okay. तो अगर हम मान लेते हैं कि जो आप टोटल वाटर वो 100% है, तो उनमें से 97% वाटर क्या है, सलाइन, मतलब वो खारा पानी है, तो हम ह्यूमन कंजम्पशन के लिए बिल्कुल भी सुइटेबल नहीं है। तो बचा है 3%, तो होल वाटर का 3% ही हमारे लिए क्या है, वो फ्रेश वाटर। तो भाई इन जो 3%, इसमें से अगर क्या है आपका 79% जो पोर्शन है वो क्या है, कहीं ग्लेशियर या कहीं आइस कैप में वो आइस के रूप में पड़ा हुआ है। तो जो बचा क्या है, जो लगभग 3 का 79% 80% निकाल दो तो लगभग 1% ही बचेगा टोटल वाटर का। तो ये approximately 1%, not the exact 1%. Okay, if we divide the 3 into 80%, that about more than 2% of water going to, they are stored inside the various glacier and ice cap in the form of ice. Okay, so remaining out of this 1% left in the lake, river, stream and wasteland. Okay, okay, sorry. And about the 20%, here 79 and 20% are present in the form of ground. If I clearly write for you that 79% is stored in the form of ice in the various glacier and ice cap. Then 20% is groundwater and only 1%. Only the 79 plus 20 that is equal to 99. So remaining 1%. Okay, so remaining this 1% is present in various river, lake and pond and other your लैंड वाटर। तो देखते हैं अगर ये 3% टोटल 100% मानते हैं तो ये 3% का 79% क्या है आइस में कन्वर्टेड। नेक्स्ट 20% वो ग्राउंड वाटर है, वो जमीन के अंदर है, और जो बचा हुआ ओनली 1% है वो क्या है कहीं रिवर कहीं लेक इन सब में पड़ा हुआ। तो हमारे कंजम्पशन के लिए क्या है तो 1% भी नहीं बच रहा है होल वाटर का, ये 3% का 1% है। तो मान लो कितना कम हिस्सा हमारे लिए अवेलेबल है क्योंकि फ्रेश वाटर के रूप में। तो यहाँ पे हम सोचने में मजबूर हैं कि इतना कम पानी बचा हुआ है, अगर उसको भी हम पल्यूट कर देते हैं, उसको भी बहुत सारे केमिकल्स वगैरह बहुत सारे हार्मफुल लिक्विड्स ऐड करके उसको पल्यूट कर देते हैं, तो हमारी लाइफ कैसा क्या कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। तो देखो फिर हमारे पास 65% क्या है, तो हमारा मेजर जो बॉडी का मेजर हिस्सा है वो वाटर से कवर्ड है। अगर उस मेजर हिस्सा को हम इन्फेक्टेड कर देंगे, उस मेजर हिस्सा को हम पल्यूटेड कर देंगे, तो हमारा लाइफ जीना कितना मुश्किल हो जाएगा, यहीं से हम इमेजिन कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट करते हैं क्या सोर्सेस ऑफ वाटर पोल्यूशन। सो आई होप यू हैव क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड ऑल अबाउट द what are the how water become polluted. Okay, now discuss about the sources of the water pollution. Okay, so what are the various sources that may cause for the water pollution? Okay, so first one is that your domestic sources. Okay, domestic means house-made things or the various and sewage. We normally use it. Sewage, the pollutants or the impurity or the that is present in the liquid form are called the sewage. Okay, okay, so first thing that the domestic sources, how the domestic sources are becoming cause for the and becoming source for the water pollution. So remember the term that is sewage. Okay, so what do you mean by sewage? So various pollutants they are present in the liquid form. In which form? Liquid form. So all they are called the sewage. So various sewages that are emerged from the domestic parts are mainly polluted the water. So suppose from your home, from your street, various drains are emerged. Okay, and the water you can observe how the water of the drain are there. It is very unpleasant smell and lot of garbages are thrown inside the drain, and the drain carry out all the water and all the sewages from there, and they fall down in various water reservoir, that may be any lake, any pond or any river. So when the water of drain enter inside of the river or pond, then the pollutant drains they totally pollute the whole river or whole pond. So we can imagine. So what are the things that are present inside the drain? That may be any organic matter, that may be the remaining portion of various vegetables and remaining portions of foods, and such inorganic matter just like detergent, soap, oil, and house cleaner, phenyl, and in this way various the shampoo, moisturizer, in this way various things they are present inside the home sewage or the domestic sewage. If the domestic sewage become untreated and they directly pour inside the any water body, then it pollute in the water bodies in a huge amount. So we must be serious about that before throwing anything inside the drainage system. Now next one is industrial sources. So this is the father of the pollution. So in this way, the increasing of numbers of industry in our earth. So the industry release various severe toxic metal. They release various acid, base, and various chemicals. Okay, in this way they drain various pollutant, various harmful, various poisonous thing inside the various your water bodies and they pollute them. Okay, next thing, agricultural. So our farmers use various pesticides and herbicides to kill the unwanted harm and unwanted pest. They are grown inside their cropland. So they use various harmful chemicals spread over the crops. And when rain will become, the rain washed away all the chemicals and deposited inside the various water bodies. As a result of that, the water inside the water body become polluted, and it is very difficult to survive the various aquatic animals that present in that water body. So it is also be very harmful to use various agricultural pesticide or herbicide or various chemicals fertilizers. Okay. Next, other source of water pollution. Except these other sources are there. So we will discuss about the other sources of the. Suppose various people they throw various plastic bottles and plastic instrument inside the water bodies, and you know that plastic are the non-biodegradable substance that cannot be decomposed with our environment. So by the consuming the small teeny particles of the plastic, various aquatic animals and your various aquatic creature or sea creature, they may be die. Okay, next thing is that so various your oil container or oil carrying sea, they are traveling inside the reef, inside the sea or ocean. At any, unfortunately, due to any cause of that, some oils have become leaked from this ship and they spread all over the sea. Okay, as a result, there is their layer formation at the top of the sea, and it unable to mix the atmospheric air with the seawater, and it also increase the temperature of the seawater because it forms a layer above the seawater. So it is very difficult to live at that type of environment. So these are the other sources of air pollution, other sources of the water pollution. Now discuss about the effect of water pollution. Okay. So what are the major effect of the air pollution? That one thing is that various diseases. So various waterborne diseases are there. They mainly consumed by when we consume. They mainly occur by the consumption of the polluted water. That's the disease like cholera, dysentery, measles, typhoid. These are the waterborne diseases that are occurred by the consumption of the polluted water. Next topic is that eutrophication. Eutrophication. So what do you mean by it? Suppose there is a pond there. Okay. So whenever nutrients level is high, okay, अगर ये कोई पॉन्ड है इसमें क्या हो, बहुत सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स आ गए कहीं किसी खेत वगैरह से, बहुत सारे साग या खत जैसी चीज आ गए, इसमें क्या होगा न्यूट्रिएंट्स लेवल बहुत हाई हो जाएगा, तो इसमें क्या होगा एक्वेटिक प्लांट बहुत सारे क्या ग्रो करेंगे, एक्वाटिक प्लांट ग्रो करेंगे। आप देखोगे ग्रीन आलगी पूरी तरह से छा जाएंगे इस पॉइंट की सरफेस के ऊपर। तो ये क्या करेंगे, ये ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इसमें जो प्रेजेंट है वो ऑक्सीजन को यूज करेंगे। ये जो प्लांट है ज़्यादा प्लांट ग्रो होंगे तो जितना सारा ऑक्सीजन था वो सबको कंटिन्यूसली यूज करेंगे। तो कंटिन्यूसली ऑक्सीजन को यूज करने के बाद क्या होगा, इस जो वाटर बॉडीज है इसमें क्या होगा, ऑक्सीजन की जो प्रेजेंस है वो लेस हो जाएगा और ऑक्सीजन की शॉर्टेज दिखाई देगा। ठीक है, ये जो कंडीशन बन जाता है इसमें, इसके अंदर जितने भी एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स हैं उनको बचने में बहुत दिक्कत होती है, क्योंकि सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन वहाँ पे नहीं होता। क्योंकि जितना भी ऑक्सीजन होता है वो एक्वाटिक प्लांट इसको यूज कर देंगे, क्योंकि वहाँ पे न्यूट्रिएंट्स लेवल बढ़ जाता है, उनके प्लांट की तादाद भी बढ़ जाती है, तो यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन की शॉर्टेज आ जाती है। ये जो कंडीशन बनता है इससे ये जो योग कहलाता है क्या, आपका यूट्रोफिकेशन। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट क्या होता है, जो इंडस्ट्रियल वाटर वेस्ट, तो बहुत सारे केमिकल्स में बहुत गर्म चीज़ को ठंडा करने में उसमें ऊपर पानी डाला जाता है, तो जो पानी होता है वो भी गर्म होता है। तो गर्म पानी सीधा उनको ड्रेन के सहारे किसी वाटर रिजर्वर में छोड़ दे, कहीं पॉन्ड या कहीं रिवर में छोड़ देते हैं, तो वाटर गर्म पानी आगे कहीं वाटर बॉडीज में मिल जाएगा, तो पानी का टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा और पानी में जो ऑक्सीजन है वो एकदम से ऑक्सीजन जो लेयर है वो डिस्टर्बेंस हो जाएगी, तो वहाँ पे भी जो एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स वगैरह है उनको रहना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। ये भी एक साइड इफेक्ट है और एक इफेक्ट है। ठीक है, तो ये सारा चीज़ था क्योंकि इफेक्ट्स ऑफ वाटर पोल्यूशन। नेक्स्ट हम देखते हैं क्या, GAP। What do you mean by GAP and what is the full form of GAP? Okay, so GAP it stands for गंगा एक्शन प्लान। ओके, तो ये कब लॉन्च हुआ था, ये लॉन्च हुआ था आपके ईयर 1985। याद रखना है, थोड़ा जीके के लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है। तो हमारे जो गंगा रिवर है हमारे बहुत होली है, बहुत पवित्र है, लेकिन डे बाय डे इसके आसपास जो यूपी और जो आप लखनऊ के आसपास जितने भी क्या है आपको इंडस्ट्री वगैरह है उनसे ज़्यादातर वेस्ट आकर कंटिन्यूली इसमें ऐड हो रहा है, तो गंगा का जो पोल्यूशन लेवल है वो सबसे हाई है। तो इसको कंट्रोल करने गवर्नमेंट ने उस टाइम एक प्रोजेक्ट चलाया था जिसको कहते हैं गंगा एक्शन प्लान। ये 1985 में लॉन्च हुआ था और क्या हुआ, इसमें लगभग 901.75 करोड़ रुपीस खर्च हुआ था, लगभग 15 ईयर तक कंटिन्यू चला, लेकिन इसका कोई रिजल्ट नहीं आया अब तक। जैसे जो मैला ही रहेगा, बस इतना पैसा जो था 901.78 करोड़, इतना रुपीस क्या हो गया एकदम से वेस्ट हो गया। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट आता है क्या, कंट्रोलिंग वाटर पोल्यूशन। तो ये जो वाटर पोल्यूशन हो रहा है इसको हम कैसे कंट्रोल कर पाए। ठीक है, तो नाउ डिस्कस अबाउट द कंट्रोलिंग वाटर पोल्यूशन। वाटर पोल्यूशन जो बढ़ रहा है उसको हम कैसे कंट्रोल करें, तो उसके लिए कुछ स्टेप है उसको हमें मस्ट फॉलो करना चाहिए। फर्स्ट क्या है, अगर हम किसी चीज़ को, किसी जो सीवेज वगैरह जो ड्रेनेज सिस्टम को वो किसी वाटर बॉडीज में छोड़ रहे हैं, तो उसको पहले क्या करना चाहिए, हमें सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट में उसे ट्रीट करना चाहिए। सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट उसको पहले ट्रीट करना चाहिए, उसमें जितने भी सीवेज है उसको निकाल देना है, बाद में जो बचा हुआ पानी उसको अगर छोड़ेंगे तो वाटर पोल्यूशन की मात्रा कम हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट क्या होता है, ऑर्गेनिक फर्टिलाइजर आर शुड बी यूज। तो हमें क्या, जो केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर यूज करते हैं उसके वजह से क्या करेंगे हम, ऑर्गेनिक फर्टिलाइजर यूज करेंगे। तो जितने भी ऑर्गेनिक फर्टिलाइजर है अगर वो हम यूज करेंगे तो ये जो वाटर पोल्यूशन जो एग्रीकल्चर वेस्ट की वजह से होता था वो अभी रिड्यूस हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट क्या होता है, क्या प्रॉपर टॉयलेट फैसिलिटीज। ज़्यादातर विलेज में क्या होता है, लोगों के पास प्रॉपर टॉयलेट फैसिलिटी नहीं होता, तो वो कहीं बाहर जाके, तो लोगों के पास प्रॉपर टॉयलेट फैसिलिटी नहीं होता तो वो बाहर में जाके अपना जो टॉयलेट वगैरह करते हैं, तो वो जितना भी ऑर्गेनिक फेसेस है वो कहीं वॉश अवे हो जाता था किसी वाटर बॉडीज के सहारे, और कहीं किसी वाटर बॉडीज में रेन के सहारे वॉश अवे हो जाता था और किसी वाटर बॉडीज में मिल जाता था और टोटली वाटर बॉडीज को कंटेमिनेटेड कर देता था। अगर उस वाटर बॉडीज के कंटेक्ट में कोई आता है तो उसमें अगर इससे मानो कोलेरा इस टाइप का जो डिजीज वगैरह वाटर डिजीज होता है वो भी हो जाता था। नेक्स्ट क्या होता है, सॉलिड वेस्ट मटेरियल शुड नॉट बी थ्रोन इनटू द वाटर इन अवर सराउंडिंग। तो हमें जितने भी सॉलिड मटेरियल्स है, मान लो कि कोई प्लास्टिक बोटल्स है या कहीं कांच के डब्बे वगैरह हैं, ये सब को हमें क्या करना चाहिए, वाटर बॉडीज में जो ड्रेन वगैरह में नहीं थ्रो करना चाहिए। ठीक है। बाथिंग, वॉशिंग ऑफ क्लॉथेस एंड यूटेंसिल शुड बी रेस्ट्रिक्टेड नियर वाटर बॉडीज। तो विलेज वगैरह में तो देखोगे कहीं पॉन्ड में उसके साइड में कोई जो काऊ वगैरह उसको वॉश करता था, कोई कपड़े वगैरह उसको वॉश कर वहीं पे छोड़ देता था उसको। ये तरह के जो चीज़ें वगैरह है ये सब भी नहीं करना चाहिए। ठीक है। अगर एक जो नेक्स्ट क्या है आपका, प्यूरिफाइंग वाटर टू मेक इट पोर्टेबल। ओके ओके, सो नाउ डिस्कस अबाउट द प्यूरिफाइंग वाटर टू मेक इट पोर्टेबल। So what do you mean by potable? Okay, so simple, those water are ready for drinking. Okay, so those water we use that for drinking purpose are called the potable water. So how we use or how can we make the normal water to become drinking water or to become in the potable form? Okay, so first thing is that by using the process boiling. If we boil the water approximately about 20 minutes, then it becomes purified, and after that, after cooling of this water, we may ready to potable it or ready to drink it. Next thing is that by filtration, by installation of various filtration machine, okay, just like various aquaguards. Okay, so by the installation of various filter or filtration process, we may convert the normal water into the potable water. Next thing is that by treating with various chemicals, with the help of or by the adding of various chemicals, just like potassium permanganate, chlorine or bleaching powder and lime, we can convert the normal water into a potable water. So here the potassium permanganate is a germicide. That means if we add potassium permanganate to any normal water, then it kills all the germs present inside the water. Next, chlorine or bleaching powder, these are also just like when we add your chlorine tablet or bleaching powder inside the any water bodies, then it kills various bacteria present inside the it. Okay, next, like for nowadays various water bodies they are infected by the fluorine, okay, or the fluoride water. If we treated the fluoride water with the lime, that it become also be potable. Okay, so this is all about your water pollution. Okay, so and here it conclude the chapter number 18, that is your air and water pollution. Thank you so much. Have a good day.